Hi, my name is Tash and I'm a pilot. A pilot flies aircraft from A to D, usually taking passengers or cargo, and it's the pilot's responsibility to do this safely and efficiently. My day would normally encompass 3 to 5 flights. We'll sign on and meet the crew in our flight planning room, run through with the crew what flights we're going to be doing throughout the day. We plan the weather, any significant changes to the airfields or the approaches that we would be flying for the day, and then we walk out to the aircraft and start our day. When you first start to learn how to fly, you'll likely be flying one of the aircraft that you can see here behind me. So at the moment we're sitting in a Cherokee 140. It's actually just used for engineering training, so it's an aircraft that is no longer fit to fly. However, a lot of the parts to the aircraft are still here. So the main controls that we have in an aircraft, first of all we have your control column. Very simply, if we pull back like this, the aircraft will pitch up and will start to climb. And if we gently ease down on the control column, the nose will pitch down and we'll start to descend. I'd say sort of like 90% of the time when you're flying an aircraft, you're actually just monitoring systems. And so as a pilot, your role is to just constantly monitor the systems and make sure the aircraft's actually doing what you want it to do. To become a pilot, there are a number of qualifications that you do need to get. The first qualification that you do receive is your PPL, or your private pilot's license, which encompasses exams and about 50 hours of flight time experience, and that would be in one of these types of aircraft. Then you can continue your flight training towards obtaining a CPL, or a commercial pilot license. The commercial license allows you to fly for money, so you can do flying as a job once you have a commercial pilot license. Finally, once you get to an airline, you would do your ATPL, your Air Transport Pilot License. Your experience from this would come from flying and also a flight test, normally in a simulator. So it is quite a full-on process, starting your flying career with nothing and getting that commercial pilot license, which allows you to get your first job, can usually take between 1 year and 18 months. Fundamentally, the aircraft is quite technical. Things like physics can be really useful. A little bit of math is probably quite useful as well, but rest assured, you don't have to be a technical or a physics genius to become a pilot. There's a couple of challenging aspects to being a pilot. We do work shift work, so you have to get used to the lifestyle that aviation is. It's not a Monday to Friday job. It's not a 9 till 5 job, but that is something that you get used to. Every day in the office when you can see out the window is a good day. When you see the sunrise at 5:30 in the morning and you're flying north towards Wellington, the peace that you have from flying above the clouds, there's just nothing like it. Everyday flying is a good day.